Once upon a time there was a king, bothering his heart there was one thing, a dream he had over and over. What use is of good if you got it all wrong? Bring in the wise, my search has begun and I'm willing to hear. Bring me the wise men from far and near. How can it be as two nations fight for the same God, calling each other heretics? Can both them be right, just like politics? Yes, there must be, that there is something that is truly good, not just what it's perceived to be. This is my dream I constantly see. I spoke to a scientist, a knowledgeable man. He tells me his theories and all that he can of purpose and creation and all that we see. Nothing is different between us and the trees. The world's here forever, and if there's a God, our existence is happenstance, chance of cause. Governed by constellations, our fate is sealed. Why would a creator even care to heal? So listen to my words, my highness, my king. As long as you mean well, that's the main thing. There's no specific action, no special place to be. Only the focus on wisdom will set you free. He may be a wise and knowledgeable man. My heart tells me no, there must be a plan. Once upon a time it happened to be, so similar a story, so familiar to me. The kings and everybody, the conscience, their dream, while the world may deceive you to believe what you see. Does a dog or a cat ever ask themselves why? The soul can't be seen, but it's known when it's right. What we need are doctors of the soul that know where we will go when we leave this world, especially when contact has been made, showing us the way that through life we can access eternity. Tools were given not by me, but from the one beyond. Once upon a time there was a king, bothering our hearts there is one thing, a dream we have over and over, over and over.
So this song has been in production for a few years. The idea came to me when I learned the Kuzari. We were living in Rishon LeZion, and there's a lot of people who were learning Kuzari, and I fell in love with the Sefer, and I learned from cover to cover, and I found myself in the middle of the book. It gets very, very deep into philosophy and into very important foundations in in Jewish thought, according to Rabbi Yehuda Levi. And I forgot about the beginning. I forgot about the beginning of the book where he starts off saying that it's a story about the Melech of Kuzari. It basically mentions him less. It doesn't mention the king as much. It kind of is a question and answer from the king. But the last page, the last part of the Kuzari is genius. Of course, Rabbi Yehuda Levi is genius, but the last page is really, really genius. And when I read it, my mind was blown away. He says at the end, after years or however long it was that they were meeting together, learning together, growing together, the teacher and the student, the chaver and the king, the Melech of Kuzar, Rabbi Yehuda Levi, he writes that the king, the chaver, the teacher comes in and he says, "I'm going to Eretz Yisrael." The student, the king, says, "What do you mean you're going to Eretz Yisrael? There's nothing there. Why would you go there? There's no, the Shekhinah is not revealed. There's nothing to do there. There's nothing, it's not, why would you go?" He says, not everything is logical. And this is something from Nevuah. This is a part of Nevuah. And this is the key, really the key throughout the whole book is refining that concept of Nevuah, refining the concept of God speaking to man through the Torah, through the revelation, in all the revelation that we've had, and the revelation of the Shekhinah, to the tzaddikim in Eretz Yisrael, even if you can't see it, with your eyes, but there are those who can merit to see it. I think that's a very important point that we have that I'm trying to hone in on the song. That, for example, I wrote in summarized from Rav Yehuda Levi that there's no specific actions, there's no special place to be. So, meaning the book is very clear on the specific actions, the specific place to be. As you see, he himself did it, and Yehuda Levi himself went to Eretz Yisrael at the end. Another thing, so after I read the book, I said to myself, this book is everyone should read it, everyone needs to read this book, it's very long, very hard. But I said, maybe we should make a movie, we'll make a movie out of it, we'll do something, and I realized that we don't have the budget for that. So I said, maybe I'll write a song, and I sat and I wrote this song. Thank God it came out as a song. I spoke with someone in Rishon LeZion, and he helped me a little bit with the concepts, and I showed him a little bit when I was working through it. I feel like it's a very interesting connection between myself and this song and this project and Yehuda Levi, the Mechaber, Rabbi Yehuda Levi, because not only did he write this amazing book and was he one of the giants, but he also was a poet, and he would write songs, and we sing a lot of his songs, and we speak about his poetry. So I feel like it was the appropriate thing to do in making that connection. My hope is that anyone who's watching this song will appreciate the words, appreciate the music, and connect to the inner meaning and the depth, and to listen in to that dream, to the inner, the dream that we have in ourselves that's telling us, that's really guiding us, as what it really means is the Tzelem Elohim, that the peace of God that we have inside of us, that's what leads us forward. If we really listen, we really cut away all the static, then we could hear what we're doing, if we're doing right, if we're doing wrong. If to really listen, make sure that we verify what is that voice that we hear, like the King of Kuzar.